What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Monday MLB value video for FanDuel. As always, I'm going to do a few players that I like based off their salaries. I'm giving you guys a free Guru credit code for my website. I'll give it to you after the first few plays. Let's kick off this weekend on a high note. We have an early only slate as well. I always play that over on my Dub Club. You get a lot of extra non-main slates, especially for MLB over there, because they play a lot of slates. We have an after-hours slate as well. And then we have the NBA playoffs starting this week. Play-in games Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we get into the first round on Friday. I'll be making a playoff group, so make sure to message me about that. Excited to not have to dance around injury reports anymore. NBA playoffs are a really good time, so I'm excited for that. So we have one big guy on the mound, one big stud, Garrett Crochet, 10,300. But out of this 6-game slate, it could very easily turn into a 5-game slate. There's a lot of rain around in Minnesota. Could end up missing the ballpark, but it's too early to tell. I'm going to leave that game out of this because it could easily get postponed. Garrett Crochet looks like a risky play, but, if models shape up and, it's not really threatening around game time, Crochet would be a great option if rain isn't a problem. He should be able to mow down the Twins. 10,300 is a good price on him. But I like Nathan Eovaldi. I like going into this middle tier here at 8,700. We picked him last time out against the Mariners. He was low owned and he pitched really well. 43 fantasy points. He's projected for 32 again in this game against the Athletics. I feel good here. I think he'll be higher owned than he was last time, but it's a good price on him. I think the Rangers can get this win. Luis Severino has been struggling. Another guy in the same range I like is Will Warren. Good matchup against the Angels at home. He's looked good over his last couple of starts. He hasn't been able to go too deep into games. I guess 5 2/3 is pretty good, but 35 and 23 fantasy points. At 8,400, if he gets right around 25, 27 fantasy points, we're going to feel good about this. He's projected for 30 fantasy points, so he looks like a really good option. I think him and Eovaldi are the guys you want to be shaping your lineups around tonight. In terms of cheaper guys, I really can't trust anyone down here, so I feel pretty good about setting the line at Will Warren tonight against the Angels. For catcher first base, we're going to look at Will Smith. Dodgers in a great spot against David Peterson tonight at home, pretty high over-under. Righty-lefty matchup. Will Smith shouldn't be 3,300. He should never be cheaper than 3,500. He's had a good start to the year, batting .295, 2 homers. Peterson has a 6 ERA to start the year, so I don't see him really doing well in a really tough environment in Los Angeles tonight. Peterson's given up 10 earned runs over his last 2 games. I think Will Smith is a really good value option at that price. And then a really cheap guy, I got to wait and see the lineup, but I'm going to assume that Ahmed Rosario is going to be batting in the top 6 of this Yankees lineup tonight against the lefty Kikuchi. Kikuchi's been getting shelled a bit to start the year, 6.75 ERA. Yankees projected the most runs on this slate at home with the wind blowing out in the double digits. So feel really good about stacking the Yankees tonight against Kikuchi, who has been all over the place to start the year. 6 walks in his 3 starts. Had a pretty decent strikeout game last game, but gave up 4 runs, 6.75 ERA. I don't see him doing too well tonight in the Bronx. Rosario at only 2,600 looks great. Can play second, third, and outfield on FanDuel. He's been a great utility guy for them so far this year. Feel good about him if he's in the top 6 of this lineup. Let's go over to my website for that Guru credit code. Go to fd-guru.com. This is where you get all main slate lineups. Go to the shop page. Have to be signed in for this to work. And today's coupon code that will get you 10 credits is the date, APR 13, and then MLB 26 for the year. Hit apply coupon. It'll say coupon applied in the bottom right. And when you refresh the page, you'll get those credits into your balance. Again, you got to be logged into an account so that the credits can actually go into your account. All I ask is you like the video and subscribe. I do really appreciate any support. For the outfield, spend up on Aaron Judge here. I was just talking about how the Yankees are they're a priority tonight. They're the best team to stack. Wind blowing out. Good matchup against Kikuchi. I'm going to have Judge in every lineup tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes deep. A little bit of a slow start to the year, but it's still early. Homered last game. Love this spot for him at 4,200. I think he is a priority to spend up on here tonight. And then Ronald Acuna for our last play. 3,200. He should never be this cheap. Slow start to the year, but he's starting to really get it going. He has hits in 6 straight games. 3 doubles in those games, a triple, a homer, stolen base. He does a little bit of everything. Should get 5 at-bats. And the matchup's pretty good. Yuri Perez has had a really tough start to the year for the Marlins. He's a good pitcher in my opinion, but going to be tough to come into Atlanta with poor form and pitch well. He's been giving it up to start the year. Like I said, 5 ERA. He's given up 9 earned runs in 3 starts, along with 9 total walks, averaging 3 walks a game. He's been all over the place. I like Ronald Acuna at 3,200. For all you guys who play MLB DFS, he's usually a guy around 4,000, and he's starting to get his bat warmed up. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a great main slate. Let's cash the early slate on my dub club and the after hours as well. Looking forward to the NBA playoffs this week. Let's go. Let's cash. Until next time, I am the FD Guru. Peace.